All right, shalom to the elect. This is your brother Samak, coming to you in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, where all praises, honor, and glory is due. Double honors to the elders and apostles who taught us his truth. Peace, blessings to the sincere Akim, those pushing his word, truth, and sincerity, and those that are believers. All right. Now, going into this lesson is going to be kind of a recap from the camp me and the brothers just had, but it's about trusting the process of wisdom, because we all strive to acquire wisdom, and we know that wisdom is the principal thing, as the scriptures say. Therefore, what? Get wisdom. But the process of getting wisdom is not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. So, first and foremost, we know that to get wisdom and understanding, you must first fear the Lord. And when you first fear the Lord, the way you show your fear is by what? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Of course, on this side, to the best of your ability. Controlling what you can control, and the things that you cannot control, you don't let it weigh you down, okay? So once you come into that process of fearing the Lord, keeping the commandments, now your spirit is being primed to obtain wisdom, all right? Because in order for wisdom to come into your body, there has to be a purification process. And when you read the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 4, starting around the 15th verse, it talks about how wisdom will come into you, and it'll first fill out your spirit. It'll purify your spirit. It'll deal with you during hard times and wicked times. It'll put you through hardships. And then after you endure that process and you make it out of that, then it will open up to you, and it will reveal its secrets into you, and it will show you all of its good things and all of the beautiful rewards that come with having wisdom. Because ultimately the rewards that come with wisdom are what? The kingdom of heaven. All right. That's the ultimate reward. But really, you know, it's a plethora of things. It comes with guidance. You know, it comes with success. Because when you have wisdom, you have much success in all things that you do. You know, when you have wisdom, you are in the good graces of the Heavenly Father. Because in order for you to have wisdom, you have to be what? You have to be an obedient servant to the Lord. You have to have fear. You have to be obedient. All right. You have to be disciplined. Those are the attributes of a wise man. So when you go through that process, you have to understand that when you pray for wisdom, it's not just going to come in the blink of an eye. You're not just going to wake up wise. No, you have to go through the steps. You have to go through the trials, the tribulations. All right. You have to be willing to be broken down to be built back up. And that's one thing that a lot of people are scared of. But you have to be willing to accept the challenge. You know, and you may be going through the process of wisdom and not even really know it. You know, the Most High, you may feel like the Most High is constantly, you know, you're constantly taking L's. The Most High constantly kicking you down, if you will. But in reality, the Most High is not kicking you down. The Most High is breaking you down. But what he's doing is he's cutting off the dead flesh, right? He's cutting off the dead parts, and then he's allowing you to be built up with new spirit, with new flesh, all right, with new parts. And it's a painful process. It's a long process, but it's necessary, because if you want to obtain anything good in life, you must go through hardship. And wisdom is the greatest thing that you can accomplish in life, which most people don't obtain. You can get riches, but riches without wisdom is nothing. It's vanity. Because you can have riches and you can lose your soul. You know, you can obtain riches and you can lose your health. You can lose your life. Right? You can be given unto all type of demonic spirits and you literally go insane. You know, you can have riches on this earth and it's only but for a moment, because you've done wickedly and you don't receive salvation, so you don't inherit the kingdom. All right, you have to inherit death. So wisdom is the principal thing, because with wisdom you can obtain riches, you can attain strength, you can obtain glory. and all the things that are common or that are desirable unto man. Because let's be honest, we're servants, we're humble men, but all men want to have strength. All men want to be successful. Because why? We want to have riches. Why? Because men are natural leaders. We're natural givers. All right. We naturally give and want to provide and protect for those that we love. So it's always a desire for us to obtain riches, or wealth, I should say, and success, because we want to be able to give. And wealth starts with wisdom, because first and foremost, there's no good of having money and being able to pass money down to your children without any wisdom and knowledge. Because now what happens to children like that? You see it every single day. These rich celebrity children, they get bugged out, right? They get strung out on drugs. They get possessed by all manners of evil spirits. They fall into wickedness and mischief. They lose their mind because they have all this money, and all this money comes with a lot of temptation, and it comes with a lot of negativity, not a lot of evil spirits. And if you don't have control and wisdom and discipline to be able to overcome those trials and things that come with it, you're not going to withstand it. So you have to, and you're in this truth, you're a shepherd. If you're a teacher, you're a shepherd. So it's imperative that you go through this process, because you become a shepherd of men. And if you can't lead yourself, how can you lead others? So you got to see it through. You got to trust the process, man. And you got to be willing to accept hardships and be willing to have faith. Look at Job, right? Job got brought down to the lowest point, and he never cursed the Lord once. He'll curse his own life. He'll do all that, but he'll never curse the Lord. He never did curse the Lord. And for that, he endured, and guess what happened? The Most High gave him everything back, sevenfold. Job was basically a millionaire, and then the Most High took everything from him, made him homeless, and worse, and then turned him into a billionaire, man. And the same thing is going to happen to us, for the but not even at that, not at that level, not that at that extreme. Our afflictions are light, but they work for us far greater than we can even imagine. So those little afflictions and trials that come with wisdom, bring it on, man. Bring it on. Because as a man, you gotta be in control of your emotions. Because if you're not in control of your emotions, you're going to be overtaken. It's very simple. You're going to be overtaken, as the scriptures say. He that have no rule over his spirit is like a city who is broken down. And in another verse, I believe it's in Proverbs 16 or 14, one of the two, I think it's 16, but it says, roughly paraphrasing, it says, he that is slow to anger is mighty, and he that is, and it basically says, and he is mightier than one that taketh a city, or he is able to take a city, roughly paraphrasing. So he that, and he that is slow to anger is mighty, and he that has rule over his spirit is basically can take a city. That's stronger than he that can take a city. So you who have control over your spirit, you're strong enough to overtake a city. But the man who have no control over his spirit is a city that can be taken. Look at it like that. So you want to be able to be capable of taking a city and fortifying that city. And you don't want to be the man that is like a city that's able to be taken, that's easily possessed, man. So you got to have control, man. And it's hard. It's not easy. You're not always going to be disciplined. You're going to make mistakes. All right. You're going to fall off. You're going to fall. I'm not going to say fall off course, but you're going to stumble. All right, in your walk to wisdom. But the goal is to, and this is in the beginning stages, because once you catch a flow and you realize the concept of what it means to obtain wisdom and what it takes, and you commit to it, you're not going to stumble anymore, because you're going to be so prudent and you're going to be so circumspect that you're going to be able to see the obstacles before they even come. Because most obstacles that come our way on this path come in an instant. You know, it's so fast that you're not even able to react until that last moment. And if you're not constantly on your guard or constantly on your game, you're not going to be able to overcome it. You're going to stumble. You know, you're not going to quit, but you're going to stumble. So if you stay focused and stay committed to this process, then you'll be able to foresee the evil before it comes. You know, you'll be able to see the afflictions, and you'll be able to know what to do when those things come, and you'll be willing to take problems on head on, man. You know, this truth isn't easy. It's really not, man. You know, we're constantly in a battle between the flesh and the spirit. You know, on one end, on one shoulder, you got the spirit telling you to forsake everything. You know, it's all fugazi. You know, it's all vanity. Just do the work. But then on the other shoulder, you got the flesh telling you, oh, you know, you're tired. Take a day off. You can afford to take the day off. Call out of work. Oh, you got the day off, or you work 12 hours today. Just go home and relax and chill. You don't need to read the scriptures. You don't need to go to camp. You don't need to put up a lesson. Just chill, fall back, watch a movie, play the game. You've earned it. You don't need to work out. You've been doing so good all day. Why don't you treat yourself to a cookie? You know, these are the things that are going to come on your path to success, man. On your path of wisdom, because part of that path of wisdom is the path of developing into a man. And developing into that man that you strive to be, you're going to have to control, and you're going to have to get all of your bad habits in check. You know? So whatever that looks like for you. So it's a constant fight between the spirit and the flesh. And as the scriptures say, the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So like I said, you are going to stumble in the very beginning stages of this thing. And you're going to continue to stumble until you get a grasp of what's important, and you really evaluate what's important to you, and you control your emotions, man. And it's not easy. I struggle myself. You know, it's a constant fight. I have my good days and I have my bad days. I strive to have more good days than bad. You know, I strive to have as little bad days as possible. You know, but some days you just feel unmotivated. Some days you just feel sluggish. You feel tired. You don't really feel ambitious, if you will. But you got to check that shit, man, because you're not meant to be happy every single day. You're not meant to feel ambitious every single day. You're not going to feel motivated every single day, every moment of the day. That's where discipline comes into play. Discipline is realizing and knowing what needs to be done and doing that no matter how you feel. All right, being stoic is understanding your emotions and accepting how you feel. I know I'm tired today. I know I'm unmotivated today. But because I'm disciplined and I have a goal, I have goals and I have things that need to be done, and I have people that count on me, I cannot afford to be sluggish today. I cannot afford to take the day off. I cannot afford not to get these tasks done. So therefore what? No matter how I feel, I'm going to get these tasks done. And then guess what? After you get those tasks done, you feel good. And then at the end of the day, now you can reward yourself with chilling, falling back, putting your feet up, taking a nap, whatever the case is, watching a movie. If after the tasks of the day are done, then you can reward yourself with things that don't benefit you, if you will. You know, these are the things that come with obtaining wisdom. Remember, wisdom is the principal thing, so we have to strive to obtain that wisdom by any means necessary. All right, the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures first and foremost, and then that wisdom branches off to all things of life. Because when you, you know what, I can't even, because when you think about the scriptures, right, to a general person, they're just going to think about things that pertain to God and, you know, prophecy or you know, just salvation. But no, the scriptures encompass all avenues of life. There's nothing in life that the scriptures does not touch on or guide you on. So when it comes to being a better man, the scriptures teaches you that. When it comes to being a better father, the scriptures teaches you that. When it comes to being a better brother, husband, friend, scriptures teaches you that. When it comes to getting your finances in order, the scriptures teaches you that. When it comes to building a healthy body, the scriptures teaches you that. All things that are important in life, the scriptures teaches you that. So the wisdom and knowledge of this world is folly, because it doesn't have anything to do with the scriptures. But the wisdom of the scriptures is what makes a man dangerous. Is what makes a dangerous man. It's what makes a valuable man. Right? A man that is priceless. And we're not going to be able to cultivate into that completely until we receive the new bodies. Because we're striving for perfection. Right? We're going to be perfect at one point. Not in this life. But if you strive to be on that level, you'll never go wrong. So Lord willing, this video was edifying. Lord willing, brothers and sisters, got anything from this lesson? Till next time, shalom.